testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple. The precepts of the Lord are right. Rejoice in the heart.
The abortion clinic has been in Bristol, Tennessee for a couple decades before it moved to Bristol, Virginia. Since they've moved here, they're continuing to do the job that they were doing for all those years on the Bristol, Tennessee side, a mile from where they are now. And I don't think that there's any big new effect on the city or on the community.
Well, before the last year, when the new clinic opened, there was an older clinic that was there for 30 years in Bristol, Tennessee, and it did have a lot of activity around it. The opposition took a little while to get going, but it seems like they're more fierce because now that Roe versus Wade has been reversed, they have more of a right. And we have a smaller group, so we've had to really commit all the resources we have just to keep the patients secure, just to keep them private. And we just found out it was more of a concerted effort to try to trespass, to try to harass and try to intimidate the patients. So, but we've held firm.
Bristol's motto has always been a good place to live, and the citizens of Bristol are trying to maintain that for both the born and unborn. And they're honestly, every abortion is the failure of a community to come around a woman and give her the support that she needs. The citizens are going to their city council and they're saying, look, we want to support our citizens and help them bring this child into our community. What we don't want is to be exploited by the abortion industry and have literally this become a place where you fly in to take the life of your unborn child and fly out.
As a female, you start having a family too early, you have a pregnancy that makes you very ill, you have a fetus that is basically going to die 3 days after you have it. Those are such crippling things to happen, and particularly early in your life, that it affects the rest of your life. And what I saw with Roe versus Wade coming through is really almost like a supernova of women being able to go further, to be in control, to wait a little longer.
Abortion is something that hurts women and ends the life of children. It's a horrible thing. And when you look at the types of ordinances that cities and counties are passing, this falls right in the same type of category. That this is something that is to protect these communities.
So the ordinance that was sent to the Planning Commission in October basically restricts the location of where new abortion clinics can be, where new women's health clinics can be, and whether or not an existing one can expand. So it severely limits where they can be located in the city, and it also severely limits whether or not they ever need to grow if they're in their current location.
Every county is really a unique situation, and it's really up to the local citizens in conjunction with their county government or city government what is the best route to protect them from being exploited by the abortion industry. We have always taken the position that we would like to protect as many unborn lives as possible, and so depending on what our state Senate and House look like, we would advance things that would protect human life.
I've been in office for 5 years, and we're voting on how to fix potholes, how to buy police cars, buy fire trucks, fund schools. Those are the things that if you're in local government, you expect to be involved in and you want to try and find a way to help on. So you don't tend to think in a local government setting that you're going to be legislating abortion, talking about gun rights, talking about this, that, and the other, things that are more geared towards state and federal government.
The people aren't going to let up. The pressure isn't letting up. I think especially as every lawsuit goes against this existing facility, every one builds more pressure to say, not only are we not happy this one's here, but we sure don't want more.
I think they will continue to do their services and provide their services where they do. I think it's a valuable service that they offer, and I think that the community will move on, unaffected otherwise.